And this is our last session. We are entering our 12th hour of doing this together. Thank you for everyone who joined us for all of the time or part of the time. And we want to have an open conversation in this last hour about all of it.
Just what are you taking from this event? What would you like to speak, just to comment on, to mention? This is an opportunity to just share and be together in this last hour. So you're very welcome to just open your mic and speak. And to be mindful, we have 45, 50 minutes. And if you need to raise your hand, but we can do this together.
Hello.
Hello.
We were playing today at 2 o'clock.
Yes.
Yes, so I'm back.
Great, and I see Olesia is back too.
Yes, and Olesia, I guess. Yes, she's still here, I guess.
Yes, we can see her.
Yeah, me too, right now. So, we just want to say thank you again. And after the concert, that was hard to find more words and our feelings. So we decided to to come again and to say thank you and just say some things about our feelings right now, because I was thinking about what I want to say, and it's just about that I check news every 15 minutes, and I'm glad that a lot of people are doing the same right now, because it is very important to discuss this, and it is important to remember that this horrible war, it is happening right now, and it is real. The war is real, and sometimes I just can't believe it is true, but still it is. And we miss our home, we miss Ukraine so much, and I had so many plans in Ukraine before the war, and I was an accompanist in the musical academy, and I was a piano teacher. I had a lot of students, a lot of friends. I started to write my own music, and that was like the period when you just make your dreams come true. And I had home, I had a house, I had 5 cats or 6 cats, and and that was like a really happy and big family. And then suddenly, all that life was destroyed, and I'm happy that I'm alive and that I'm here. I have a lot of people who helps us, and my mom and my friends, they are alive, but there are so many people that wasn't so lucky, and they have no future anymore, they have no families, or they have no life. And I was thinking what I want to say, and I just want to say, I just want all people all over the world to know that we just want to have the future. We want to live in safety in our country. We just want to study, to play music, to speak about music, to create something really beautiful. And we want to be with our families. We want to gather together for the family dinners and so on. And we want to take back our normal life. And that's why I want to say thank you so much for your help, for your support, for your impact, because Ukraine needs you, Ukraine needs all of us. We need help so much.
Thank you, Yaroslava. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Olesya, you want to speak?
In Ukraine, we say я підписуюсь під кожним словом. It means I have my autograph and every words of Yaroslava. And maybe I want to speak about my home, if it's possible, if you're interested in it, a little bit historic excurse. So our history is similar with Yaroslava. A week before the war, I got a job at a music school, and then I thought that I have a new stage in my life, and it really started about 7 days later. I spent a month in Kiev in a bomb shelter, and I don't want to go strict. When I realized that I could no longer do so way, I was forced to leave home in Ukraine and lose the opportunity to see my parents in the near future. And now my parents are near the city of Zaporizhia, which you may have heard about. So it's a city of indomitable people, a place of strength of the Ukrainian spirit and freedom. This is a city where the Cossacks were born, who fought against the Russian regime since the 15th century, which, according to known facts, was allegedly destroyed by Catherine II. But in fact, the Cossacks' idea continued to live in Ukraine. Many dissidents continued to work until the first half of the 20th century. Now 80% of this glorious land is occupied by Russian invaders. Fortunately, my family was not affected, but it's about our family, our friends and their family, their parents, who live in appalling conditions under psychological pressure and physical violence. People in Kherson, Zaporizhia, Donetsk, Luhansk regions are not able to contact their relatives. They are not able to take their families to the territories controlled by Ukraine. Many of them are forced to move towards the occupied Crimea, giving bribes to Russian soldiers who then cynically shoot them in the back. If someone manages to leave for Russia, the people go through filtration camps. Many men just disappear. Honestly, I turned off my emotions in everyday life because that level of cruelty and inhumanity does not fit into the mind. Children are abducted, taken out of Ukraine, and literally distributed to Russians. Children of different sexes are repatriated and tortured in front of their parents. Hundreds of women of all ages are also sexually abused. Think about it, there is no age limit from babies to great grandparents. These people have the opportunity to live on. How can each of us help now? We are waiting for the rescue of our heroes from Azovstal. We hope that the exchange of prisoners will take place. We are waiting for the unblocking of our cities, the restoration of infrastructure and life in general. We have a long way to go to recover, but our strength is that we know that we are fighting for the whole world, for freedom, for the right to be ourselves, for human values. We work for each hero who fights for the human future of each of us. So we Ukrainian very thanks for you all, for your support, for your help, any of kind. It's morale, psychological help, and it's money help and many kind of help. So we just want to say thank you for your help, and we need it yet, but we already happy that we have such great people in this world that can take your hands for our sake. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Olesya. Thank you very, very much. Thank you both. Thank you for coming back. It's late. You're not going to get up. You're not going to get up for your classes tomorrow.
Yes, it is worth it. It is very important, and it's not too much what we can do right now because we are abroad, and I guess the most important thing that we can do right now is to communicate about this, to communicate about the situation, and to try maybe explain, maybe remind something, just to communicate and try to express our feelings, and maybe someone who really can do really something important for our country, for our home, for our people. Maybe if they could hear us or anyone else, maybe they can help more, because I guess it is very important to communicate, because people need to know, people need to hear what is happening. So this meeting is very important, and yes, we are here because we decided that that was not too much time after the concert, and we were so nervous after the performance. So, and thank you for this opportunity to come back and to say a couple of words again. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I want to thank you, Elizabeth and Thomas, for the amazing dedication that allows you to sit and take in and participate in such profound and important conversations. My appreciation for you both is deep. And I want to acknowledge you, Taras. I've been sitting in on the conversations in Emerge with you and some of the people that you're working with in Ukraine. And I really want to say that what you're holding, how you're orienting yourself, which, you were exploring with John Vervaeke. The fact that you are doing this, embodying this in the middle of a brutal, horrible war, has literally shattered a limit in my understanding. in the last while. And I mean, in the best possible sense of the word, like something got shattered and opened. And I want you to know that, Taras, because that's one way that collective consciousness transforms. So I want you to know what a difference you've made to me, and I'm trying to share this with the people in my own networks. It's a very
Thank you very much.
It's a very
Thank you very
strong
much.
medicine that you're embodying.
And I say ditto to all that. I totally appreciate everything you guys are doing today, everybody who's participated, people like me who've come and gone throughout the day, but thank you. And ladies, your music was absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So thank you so much for being so brave, everybody, but ladies, for being so brave and then for staying. And it's late for you guys, but thank you so much. I love you all, for real. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tia, you wanted to come in.
Thank you so much for this. Alicia and your friend, I just want you to know I hear you and I feel with you, and I just feel very inspired to do even more for the people. I grew up in Germany, and I know what my dad experienced as a younger child than you. And I also feel very like almost like a sacred activism after listening to John. And I would love to be part of whatever he wants to be doing. And Elizabeth and Thomas, thank you so much for arranging all this and having these real conversations. So I just wanted to know, my heart goes really out to you, Alicia, and your friend and everybody here. But I just want you to know I'm deeply touched and just wanting to do my best. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve.
And I want to say that I was very touched by Romy Efal, his life work, together with your speech, Taras, and the others. It was a very deep part of our community, this 12 hours, and it the foundation from this makes possible that we go in this dialogues. I thank you very much.
Thank you.
It really has been so humbling to be able to join something like this, and not just humbling. Well, humbling because although I'm old and grown up in the way I've just realized how much there is to learn, how much you Ukrainians are teaching us by how you are managing and coping with life under these circumstances. You really are a splendid example for the future of open societies. So just thank you so much. And thank again, Elizabeth and Thomas, for bringing this about, because it must have been such hard work, but boy, is it worth it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tell us, what do are sharing with us today. It's for me like a new step from human being. It's so great experience. I'll never forget it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
I also want to thank everyone who participated, and I have the sense that in all those dialogues and these open conversations, something started to break off, and I hear a very loud calling to follow up on this, that something can develop. And I'm really driven by the vision, Taras. You unfolded your cosmic vision. And yeah, I think also really awful things can find on another level a new meaning if we follow up on what's happening and stay in relationship.
Thank you.
I appreciate you saying that, Nadia, particularly thinking about John's first statement that he said, we want to meet the Kairos, yeah? And his first concern about missing it was about in some ways leaving everything at the level of feeling or experience, and to take what came through this day, the experience that one had, the feelings that one had, and allow that, keep it alive in your being, rather than saying, okay, I've had that experience, now let me move on. But can we keep this alive? Can we keep it working in us so that we respond, and we find the right way to respond for who we are, where we are. Because I think that will make this actually meaningful.
And I think it's also very important to stay in dialogue with it.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I can make it mine, or stay with it for a while, or I'm sure it's going to be maybe not forgotten, but it has to live. It has to live between us. And I think this was also something that was shown, or is shown, or is showing itself in this event, that that dialogue contains so much potential, and even we might not know where it's going to go, but just to respond. I think I got another idea today what it means to respond, even we don't know. And facing the cruelties, and facing all the horror, and facing the unspeakable, and still respond. I think this is so important. And out of that, which is for me the deepest part of not knowing, out of that, something is going to develop. And if it's just this connection between you, Taras, and John Verbeke, that you might connect now and continue working together, or you never know what's going to happen. And also thank you, Taras and Olesia and Yaroslava, for your time, and also to know that every minute counts for you, and you are here. And I know it's not for you and it's not for us, but it's really for the whole. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really also want to reiterate what John said, not to miss the Kairos. And there's so many dimensions to this, and there's just the dimension to really help in this horrendous war and to help the Ukrainian people. And there's also to gain understanding that something is happening, also what this Ukrainian spirit is standing for, my understanding, and what it means more than just for the Ukraine, but it means something for openness and the open society, and in that this is also a battle for values and how to take Kairos, how to run with it in the good way. And I think to honor the sacredness of meaning and how we in an open way can cultivate this together. And that's at least what Elizabeth and my intent is with events like this, to cultivate the sacredness of meaning, and that it also means something in this brutal world that we are out there, and find different ways how we can stand for that. I think if that is one of the outcomes of this day, it won't be in vain that we have done this. Because it's a powerful experience, but I really agree with Elizabeth and with John that the feeling dimension finds its meaning in when there's life that's lining up behind this feeling dimension. In that sense, I'm again deeply humiliated to see how the Ukrainians are responding.
Humbled.
Yeah, humbled. And inspired.
Mm.
Is there anything more that wants to be said? Maybe that's it.
Mm.
We had a long day.
Mm.
If you have connections in any ways of diplomacy or politics in Europe, and I imagine you do, reach out, I believe through Elizabeth or Thomas, to us. We have a network of people who work on multiple problems in diplomatic and political sense, especially in Germany, because Germany still can help, but helps very slowly. We have very concrete projects that works on the level of Ministry of Foreign Affairs and military attachés and so on. So if you are able to leverage some power of networks, please reach out to us. We have some ways how you can help, not just with finances or with kind words, but also with some personal connections, with ability to reach out to people's minds and hearts, maybe with knocking on the doors to some politicians or diplomats.
Great, Taras.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
And let's not miss this Kairos moment in all the dimensions that means.
And also glory to the Ukraine.
Yeah. Slava Ukraine.
Героям слава.
Have a good night. Have a good day.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful.
Good night, everybody, and thank you.
Thank you so much.